least people can now safely cross the bridge again. But, you trolls could have managed. Sure, you were captured by people, and I guess that means you might hold a grudge, but you had a chance at life. Construct a proper bridge. Do a good job. But no, you had to go and slaughter. Oh well, no longer my issue. What is my issue, though, is the fact that I am right on the path to being distracted. I need to be all the way over there for one more of the Coronada vineyard issues, or vineyard. But there be something going on here as well in regards to a big bloody beast, apparently. And hey, a trading post. Looks a bit in ruins, but every self-respecting merchant does some business in the capital of Toussaint. Going to hear the latest gossip from the famed bells of Beauclair in San Sebastian? Or strolling down to the port to see if the docksmen have lost a barrel or two. But truly important business is conducted not in the city, but at this modest merchant's camp. An outpost far from the wine and song-laden atmosphere of Beauclair's eternal celebrations. Well, that's intriguing for sure.
Camp's abandoned, but a lot of this damage is recent. Guess I arrived just a little too late. Should look around still.
I had more important business to tend to, like wine wars, but yeah, even if I had arrived here sooner, it would not really have helped. Either way, yeah, this is gonna lead me into a whole lot of trouble.
Man, bled to death. Big beast inflicted these wounds. Clear from the claw marks. Must have a toothy smile too, judging by what ripped his throat open.
Yeah, and I've got a feeling it might be our beast over here, the White Terror. Danger zone, do not enter. But clearly these people did not listen. I mean, there are enough notices of it. But there also was a notice of that very same thing all the way over here at Plegamon's Bridge. So that would mean everything over here was a do not enter situation, right? I'm not entirely sure, but the bandits for sure will have a little trouble with this. Either way.
Blood of the fresh variety. Monster attack was recent.
Yeah. I guess not everyone can read. Which really means, well, they no longer need this stuff, for sure. Nope, nope, nope. Grab what's in there. Don't let go of it. There we go. What kind of beast are we talking about? This White Terror. Would it be a polar bear or something? A snow bear? Imported?
Blood of the fresh variety. Monster attack was recent.
I am noticing footprints though. What are you?
Scale. Colors unusual. Silver? Never seen one like this.
It's gonna be draconic if it scales, but...
Signs of a fight. Paw prints, beastly ones, that's clear. Just on this spot, though. Aerial attack. Must have been.
The silver?
Draconid. Gotta be. Maybe a basilisk? Except these prints don't belong to any variety I know. Just a little different.
Greetings.
Area's dangerous. I'd say there's a basilisk nesting around here. You'd be wise to remain at some distance.
Yes, I'm familiar with the matter, and quite proud to say a basilisk does nest here. I look after it personally.
Wait, you look after it?
It's not exactly a pet. Beasts murdering folk who come through here.
Just a minute. It does not murder those who do not trespass upon its territory.
You post those warnings?
Indeed, to prevent anyone from coming to any harm.
Well, that's not working.
Well, a lot of good they did. Got a freshly mangled corpse right here.
Most likely a merchant, the poor bloke. Just today, I learned 2 traders had chosen this route despite the signs. I came as quick as I could to warn them. Too late, alas. I've instructed my servants. They shall take the body, return it to the family with a generous sum as recompense.
Wait. Families of the victims, you pay them off?
Pay the victims' families compensation? Why?
These lands have been my family's for decades, granted to us by Duchess Ademarta. Beyond them, the Basilisk ventures not, hunts not, it does not kill or destroy. Provided it is not provoked. Yet if it does destroy, if it kills, I compensate all for their loss, from my own coffers.
Your coffers. Got a store of sons and husbands in there to compensate for those shredded by your beast?
Naturally, I cannot revive the dead, but I do make generous restitution to their loved ones. Just last summer, I paid a leather tooler's widow 800 crowns. This unfortunate merchant's family, to be duly indemnified as well.
Okay, who exactly are you?
Who exactly are you? And how'd you develop such an interest in the beast?
Count Borges, happy to be of service. As to the beast, well, this subspecies is our dynastic symbol. The Disalfareses have for centuries signed with the Regulus Platinum. As family legend has it, a female of the species rescued an ancestor, a boy at the time, from a burning building. She took the tyke back to her nest, where she fed him as if he were one of her own youngsters.
Malarkey.
To be sure, but beautiful malarkey it is.
Yeah, perhaps, but... Okay, so there's a silver-colored basilisk who's roaming these lands. I've got a feeling this thing needs to die. Sure, it sticks to these parts, very true, but... notices aren't stopping people at this point in time. You claim this is the last surviving basilisk. Plan to stick to that story?
Claim this to be the last surviving basilisk? How do you figure?
The last of this subspecies. Their population was much larger at one time, see? Before the beech forests were felled.
Mean to suggest a direct correlation between beechwood forest density and basilisk populations?
Indirect, I prefer to contend. Beechwood forests are the chief habitat of roe deer, you see. In turn, a staple of the basilisk diet. When roe deer grew scarce, basilisks made humans their staple food. Enter the witchers. And thus, we've come to this one last specimen. It's a female. As recently as last year, we still had 2. But Jocast's mate passed on, alas.
Jocast?
Should she not have a name? My father dubbed her in honor of my dear departed mother. Jocast was brooding then. 2 eggs. That she cast from her nest, alas, when the male perished.
Oh. Okay, this basilisk. Might you know where I might find it? Though I have got a feeling you don't want to tell me.
Where's the basilisk nesting? Any idea?
Of course I've an idea. But you don't really expect me to tell you. Those are not toy swords. I know your intentions.
Find it myself then. Easy to track with its distinct paw prints. Mentioned 2 merchants. So I might also look for the other corpse.
I get that you may want to let this beast live, you speak of it very fondly, but... with the damage it's causing? Yes, of course, if people follow the notices, sure, they would have survived, they wouldn't have died, the beast wouldn't have attacked them, but... nonetheless, we can't expect everyone to read the notices and follow them. If someone enters from the wrong side, or whatever... or someone who can't read, which there are many people of in the world, I think. Yeah.
Strange. These burn marks. Beast's venom make them? Subspecies must be highly toxic.
It is so indeed. A wound from a sterling basilisk festers long.
Need to brew a
Sterling
potion that'll
basilisk.
neutralize that.
Yeah. Golmorioli, perhaps? But what do we know about this basilisk specifically? The silver basilisk? Geralt always liked looking at things that don't exist. Be it a vampire with a human heart, or the last basilisk of a species that no scholar has classified. Discovering something thought not to be there to be discovered caused him great pleasure. That is why he took an interest in a contract which, at first glance, seemed banal, but proved to be very intriguing. It concerned the last basilisk of the nearly extinct species, Regulus platinum. I have got a feeling that there's gonna be quite a moral dilemma here.
Busted barrels. Contents spilled all over. Must have been tannin in there. Used to treat leather. Beast smashed the barrels. That's how the scent got on the scale.
Your Coco is so very curious. Strong scents especially intrigue her. The barrels, they must have drawn her in. Drawn her to the caravan.
You call...
Busted barrels slimed with venom. Hallmarks of an attack. Basilisk must have caught the second victim here. Anyway, got 2 scents. Venom and tannin. Ought to be enough to track the beast.
Why track her at all? Your caste is protected. Her death would forever destabilize the ecosystem. Who knows what would happen? I see unforeseeable consequences down the line. Simply refrain from provoking her. Harm her not, and she too will leave you untouched. I've long suspected they do it on purpose. Scent their goods. They seek to lure the basilisk to destroy their wares. It allows them to demand compensation from their assurers.
Okay. First things first, you call her your Coco? Secondly, if that is the case, if they might do it on purpose, whoever is responsible for sending all of these goods is thus causing people to die on purpose so that they can claim your reward. This is a double-edged sword, Count Boris. Yes, you want to keep the people alive. Send them away with notices. I get that, that's very good of you. I appreciate that you want to keep people safe. But at the same time, with you paying for their deaths every single time, they're just sending more and more. This beast, no matter how well you want to keep it alive, I really got a feeling that it needs to go. It may be the last of its species, sure. But I've got a feeling that we need to get rid of it. I know you dislike the idea, but...
Poor man. A horrid death, truly.
Yeah. But there's only one way to stop this. And that will be something which you will really not like. And neither will I. At his destination, Geralt found a ransacked camp. It looked as if it had been destroyed recently. He also happened on the bodies of 2 merchants. Their wounds had clearly been caused by a monster of ample size. While combing the surrounding area, the Witcher happened on Count Boris de Salvares, who claimed the monster Geralt was tracking was a silver basilisk, the last surviving specimen of the subspecies, which also happened to be the Count's wildly roaming pet. A pet that nobleman desperately wished the Witcher would spare. To make matters worse, it turned out this basilisk was also the quarry of a small company of the Grinford Reavers. Wait, what? I've got a feeling we're about to meet some old friends. However, before we get there, definitely follow the scent, leading us all over the place. I really feel like we're gonna have to kill this basilisk, and that sparing, although a noble deed, will just cause an awful lot of suffering in the continued future.
Orders dispersed. Seems to be everywhere. Basilisk must be high in the sky.
Yeah. It's the last of its species. We are the last of our species. Sort of. I dislike the idea of having to kill this thing. But I feel like it might be necessary.
Bloodstains. Clear as day.
Again, hurting more and more. And thus, leading further and further to where exactly?
Sense perceptible again.
Well, that's nice. But what did I just hear? We've got ourselves a cave and possible monsters. Well, that's something. That's something for later. Not something to be distracted with by now, because I'm already being highly distracted. Oh, we found a second merchant.
Just as I expected. Second victim, but relatively unscathed. Basilisk must have been dragging him back to its nest for later. Dropped him for some reason. Wonder why.
I've got a feeling that they might have gotten attacked. Cooper's Guild contract. Dear Gaston, in reply to your question regarding the planned transport route for the barrels of tannin, allow me to confirm. The official itinerary supported by the Guild still goes through the lands belonging to Count de Salvarez. The board sees no reason to deviate from our traditional path. The Count has pledged to cover all eventual damages caused by the Great White Terror, so even in the case of the destruction of the entire cargo, the Guild will suffer no monetary losses. This is what I mean, Sir de Salvarez. They will just continue sending people, merchants, innocent people, through, and good luck stopping a merchant's guild from trying to abuse the loophole that you created. That's not going to happen. The guild sucks, 100% here, right now, they're the bad guys. But okay, I was about to say, what the bloody hell kind of monster is that, but
But it's no basilisk screech. Human voices.
what the hell are you doing? True Reavers indeed. Fellas! Long time no see!
Yamo, Harry, prepare the equipment. Beast wandered off somewheres. We got to lure it back. And who might you be?
Or
Funny. About to ask you the same.
we don't know each other.
They call us the Reavers.
Reavers? Wouldn't happen to hail from Crinfrid, would you?
Aye, we do. But how's it you know? And again, who the hell are you?
Okay, you're not the Crinfrid Reavers that I knew, the ones that I met back in Voltest's camp. I mean, there were some friends there. I'm Geralt of Rivia. We've got mutual acquaintances.
Geralt of Rivia. I'm a witcher. Know your brethren in arms. Boholt, Kenneton Desbret, New Boy too.
Ah, you're that witcher. Aye, Boholt mentioned you. Said you swing a mean sword.
And I'm also pretty clever.
Professional. Good you came along. Could take on the brute together. Talk is the venom's something horrifying. Could use another pair of hands. Fee what we've gotten from the guild. We'll share it fair and square. You in?
Gentlemen, this hurts my ears and pains my heart. You aim to kill your caste? It cannot be. The creature is protected. If you fear to lose the guild's reward, I shall repay it, and reward you doubly to leave the beast be. You cannot slay the last living specimen of a near-extinct subspecies.
Willing to pay, are you? Long as we do nothing? That's rather novel. What say you to that, master? Far as I know, beasts culled the human race by 5 already.
Yeah, and it will do some more. I am so sorry, but I dislike this. But the beast needs to die.
Beast has to die. We work together, we'll make quick work of it.
After all I told you of your caste, you would murder her? Or you will regret this, friend. I know folk. I shall tell them you slew the last surviving specimen.
Sorry, Master de Salvarez. Actually, not sorry. A monster's a monster. Silvery, plaid, or polka-dotted, last or next to last specimen, doesn't matter. It's a dangerous predator that kills humans. Enough said.
And it can't be reasoned with.
Herbalists, alchemists, I know many. They will despise you. I shall tell them of a heartless cur who cares not an ounce for balance in nature. You shall pay arms and legs for their wares. More!
Somebody plug this Lorden's gob, eh? Right, Master Witcher. How do we aim to fight the filth? With crossbows? Comply with bolts while you do the hack and slash? Or all go at it as a bunch, blades in hand, fire in our hearts? You decide. You're the one with experience.
Yes, I am. I just made a very big enemy. But I really feel like this is the wisest thing to do. It feels wrong, but it feels like the wisest thing to do. If I let it live, it will just cause more and more suffering. More and more people will die, innocent people who will be sent to their graves because of this merchant guild. And they have a lot of power by the sound of things. I hate to kill this beast, but I really feel like I have to. Either way, Crimson Reavers, with this being a basilisk, knowing it's use poison, I'd say use your crossbows. Keep it grounded, and I'll keep the main focus on myself. Use your crossbows, stay at a distance, and make my work a whole lot easier.
Use your crossbows, keep her on the ground. Good idea.
Did you say her?
It's a female, yeah.
Hear that, lads? We've a learned witcher here. 100 spans out, and he spotted what the lizard's got between its legs.
Not exactly.
Right now, lads. You've heard the specialist. Ready your crossbows.
All good and fine, but the monster's not in its nest. Gotta track it down first.
Not at all necessary, Geralt. We looked into it. Gave it a think. Traders use tannin to lure the beast. Who says we can't do the same?
You got any tannin?
Came into a bit, aye. Yeah, willing to do the honours?
Although, while we're doing this, it would be a very wise thing to actually put oil on our swords and all that kind of stuff. Because that's what we're currently not doing. We may be a master, but we're not a master of time management.
Grab your bellies! Shoot the bitch down!
Oh, you do look beautiful. And I'm so sorry that we're ending your life here. Which honestly means, first things first, Draconic oil. Right here, right now. Keep that ready. And also, Golden Aureole. This will work. Right. Keep the hidden trap ready. Okay. Yes, that's it, that's it, that's it. Keep it grounded, keep it grounded, keep it... Okay. Okay. You can run, you can flee, but I'm afraid that's not going to happen today. Come on. Okay, you know what? I should probably keep Quen ready, just in case. Your cast. There's no escaping this. I'll try and make it quick. I'm really sorry. I really am terribly sorry. Well, that's one way to fail. Alright, boys, let's try that again. This time with less randomness. No, your cast. No grabbing me. You are going down. At least, as long as I do not burn myself. This will be fine. This really feels bad. But it has to happen, your cast. I'd love to let you live. I really would love to let you live. But it's not the right thing to do. Maybe it would be the right thing to do for you. But... I'm so sorry. Thank you, boys. It had to happen.
A stroke like that. To fight to the true witcher's side. Prime the way you swung that razor, mate.
Mention some fee from a guild. I hear you right?
Ha! Witcher drives right for the gut.
A professional, right thorough. Your share, friend. Every last copper as we agreed. We'll collect us a few of them silver scales and the tail. Proof for the guild, right?
And we'll get word of you to some folk. Merchant folk, meaning. They ought to treat you right.
Thanks.
Will be helpful. Maybe it will counter out Count Boris's words.
Yokast, my poor Yokast, cruelly slaughtered like a common beast.
Look at Malordlin, sobbing over the vermin filth.
Let him be, you more. Blubbered a fair bit yourself when wolves nabbed your helmets.
What do you mean? You saying we's like them wolves?
No, mutton head. Beasts were to the noble what helmet were to you.
Basilisk is a pet? A hunting dog? The notion were wrong to start with.
Perhaps. Okay. I'll take the sword. I'll extract some venom, because it's useful. I will take a tiny bit of its hide, because that's already what was laying loose, because I sliced it open. I will leave the rest in honor of Yokast. Good sir. I am still so very sorry. While tracking the basilisk, Geralt found yet another corpse. As things stood, it seemed a band of Grindred Reavers was also hunting the basilisk. They had taken on a contract from a local guild, and in their arrogance collected the fee in advance. Yet the mercenaries somehow took an immediate liking to Geralt, which I find hard to believe as I am quite familiar with their type. They offered to join forces with the Witcher in fighting the beast, and promised to share their reward with him once it was brought down. Geralt decided that the basilisk had to die. It mattered little that it might have been the last of its subspecies, for fundamentally it remained a dangerous beast. Count de Zalvarez was distraught. He threatened that the Witcher would never see another reasonable price at the shops of the herbalists he knew. Anyway, time for us to return to the business at hand. We have stumbled upon a monster nest apparently, or monster den, which for sure needs to be taken care of always. That's just the way that it is. And also I want to get back to the pits of broom. Interesting. I want to get back to the wine war situation because I still want to know what the bloody hell's going on there. We, by the sound of things, have got giant centipedes. Right? Yep, definitely. No, it's Archospores. Okay, was not expecting Archospores down here. In that case, Golmoriole. And, you know what? Also cats. Because I can. Where the bloody hell's cat? There we go. Fine. You wanna deal with me? Sure thing. Alright. This is just one. Sounds like two. Definitely sounds like two. I can take care of that. I can take care of that. With ease. No issue. Come on. Okay. We trap you. That's fine. Make sure that we got a Quen ready. Oh. God. You remain a bugger. But that worked out relatively nicely. So, let me take your bits. Make sure that we are healthy. And I don't think there are many more around. I mean, you had an interesting little grove for yourself, I'll admit that. But nonetheless, Archospores just need to go. And by the looks of things, we have got an unfortunate victim of these Archospores as well. But luckily they also had a little bit of treasure. Let me take a look. To some Ducal Guardsman Captain Gauntlets, I'll take that, thank you. But you, Love letter signed by Bella de Guinness. And a lot of good stuff. My cherished friend, Gustav, I yearn to thank you for our last rendezvous. At the very thought of one another, I burst with rapturous joy. Can you believe two people previously unknown to one another could become so close and so quickly? You asked if there is anything I prize most dearly. Well, Gustav, I have always had a fondness for flowers. My tragically deceased fiancé would gather them for me in the pits of Broom. I'd be lying if I said I had ever seen blooms more fair. Ah, the very thought that you, too, would go to such lengths and pick me a bouquet for your own strong hands. It makes my heart skip a beat. If you were to bring me those blossoms, it would prove you truly love me. Yours forever, Bella de Guinness. Okay, I don't trust this Bella. Apparently this Bella is getting people killed. Yikes. Yeah. Ooh. Not really happy with that one. Either way, gonna take a final quick look around. Loot all the bits that we can get. These pits will now be safe. Or at least a little bit more safe. Which means our job is nearly done. Hello. Alexandra's journal. Well, okay then. Wasn't expecting to find the feline gear here, but I'll take it. Burned all my bridges. No returning possible. Not after I committed murder and took those Grandmaster diagrams. Probably already on my tail. Hope to finish this deal quick and start a new life in the south. My time as a witcher is over. Can't trust Delaney, especially since he insisted we meet in a bandit's den. I hid the diagrams in the cave where no ordinary man will be able to enter. If everything goes smoothly, I'll collect my coin and tell him the cash is in the pits of Broom. Then offer to escort him there for an additional fee. If it doesn't go smooth and someone finds these notes, know this, it was worth it. Worth killing my own, worth stealing, worth anything to escape from a miserable life on the path. Oh, yikes.
The Witchers felt it. The urge to drop it all and ride off into the sunset. This
Yeah.
one decided to act on the urge. Costs be damned. No one lives there anymore. Might still find some clues, though.
Perhaps. To make sure that his Witcher gear does not go to complete waste. Well, I guess that makes this little excursion even more fruitful for us. But it also means time for us to return back on the job. And I guess our cat potion works out nicely now that it is dark. However, it also instantly runs out. Okay, this is marked as an entrance. Can I climb out of here again? It looks like I can. I'm not sure what this place is, but curiosity right now. This is not what I'm after. I need to be upstairs, I guess. Can I grab the Bryonia? Thank you. Okay, this place is right now looking to be quite dangerous. Is there a person of distress in here? Fellas, how are you doing? What are you doing in here? And how badly do all of you want to die? Greetings. Hi.
Faster!
Already shooting arrows? I'm very sorry. That was rather risky to burn you all. I thought you were one of the bandits. But don't worry. My fire is very smart.
Save me!
Yup, working on it. Just bow down. Don't worry. Make sure that I don't hit you. Are you okay? You were the person I was after. I had to save you. That's what it is.
Thank you, noble knight. I'd ventured north in search of herbs for a new flavored wine. When suddenly,
Calm
It's okay,
down.
it's okay.
It's over.
the Bang Diddlers kidnapped me. In hopes of collecting a ransom, I'm sure. But with Master Liam's troubles, he never could have paid them. Ah, but I'm free and safe, thanks to you. Should you need any herbs, I've a hearty stock at the Coronata. Will you walk me there?
I got something else to do right here, right now. I will walk you there in a bit, okay?
Need to look around here some more, but I'll be sure to stop by if I'm ever in the area.
I shall be waiting.
Okay, don't get kidnapped on the way home. Please. That would be a horrible shame. How do you get out of here? Oh, through here. Alright, thank you for showing me the way. Very helpful. Either way, yeah, if these guys wanted to kidnap you for a ransom, was it their own idea? Or someone else's? Dirty letter. I'll be short and to the point. You're to grab Liam's herbalist and keep him from finishing production of that new wine. Leave the girl alone till I send more orders. Don't mess this up, you bum-brain beetroots. Well, that's an insult. V. Who is this V? Because this... Wait, V. Vermentino. Could it be Vermentino? Right now, I'm really wondering what is going on. Are they really just kidnapping each other's people? And trying to just mess each other up like that? Or is there a possible reason or explanation that maybe someone else is trying to ruin both of them? Like, is there a third party? It could, for sure, be a third party. And I can go down here. Yes. Safe and sound. Nothing wrong there. I just need more information. But right now, the most important thing is we are making sure that these folks are gonna have a little bit less trouble for themselves. Both of them are gonna have to just deal with the fact that, hey, everything is okay now for both of them. Now we'll have to decide on the Bellegarde situation. But I honestly do not like the idea of this whole wine war. Anyway, happy little accident. I thought I was just entering a cave for a cave's sake, but it's fine. There is stuff up here, but that's all for the feline gear and the night Camerlengo stuff, which honestly isn't that important to me right now. I'll surely go there at some point in the future, but right now, focus on the wine wars. We're going back to the trading post, and then further. To fix these final two situations, collect our rewards, sort of from the manure pile, from coin that doesn't stink, and just hope that we can make these folk just stop fighting, one way or another. I see a fire burning, I think at least. But knowing that there are many issues around, will we be dealing with bandits or more archospores? I guess that's my answer. It's always the bloody archospore. Who ever decided that archospores were a brilliant addition to these bloody wine fields? It caused us so much bloody issue. Just archospores need to bloody well go. Okay, and I need to make sure that I bloody well don't die. Because these buggers really do not give up. Okay, God, make sure destroy these butts before we can get totally slaughtered by them. God. Alright. You wanna play? We'll play. Quickly go down. Quickly. Do. That's not it. Where are you? That's it. One archospore down. Where's number two? Come on. I hear you, but I can't see you. Because you're being a bloody bugger. That's it. 1, 2. Okay. Come on. Yeah, you can try and hide in the bushes, but that won't save you. Boxes, however, will save you. There we go. Alright. Peace and quiet. And of course, dead people.
Dead. Just dead.
Yeah, what else? But again, this place being completely burned. Either way, there'd be treasure here as well.
Blow itself didn't kill him. Bled to death afterwards.
Yikes. What was that? Orders an elegant stationery. Grounds. I'll take that.
What have we got here? No chance this letter wound up here by accident.
No, clearly not. Fail me this time and I'll skin that splotchy hide of your rump. Pick up the next batch of seedlings tomorrow from the Teshamutna hatchery. I need to infect another spot at Coronada, but don't be late because the team from the vineyard on the other side of the river's got the key. V. This can't be Vermentino then, right? Unless Vermentino is indeed sabotaging their own stuff, but the Teshamutna hatchery.
Interesting. This note plus what I found earlier. Some third parties causing problems at the
Clearly.
vineyards. Need to find the spot the letter mentions. And I'll find something mighty interesting behind whatever door this key opens.
Oh, for sure. What I'll also find mighty interesting is to actually take this Arc Sports bits. Where would this place be exactly? All the way to the south. Very much to the south. Oh my god. Find the place mentioned in the letter. Okay, so then either this or this is the Teshamutna something hatchery. Well, we're going there for sure. However, that's going to take a little bit of time then before we can get there. Wine Wars, the Deus in the Machina. From the start, both Matilda and Liam insisted the problems at the vineyards had not appeared out of thin air. Naturally, they accused one another of foul play, and Geralt suspected there was more to the matter. And yet again, his intuition proved true. While solving the problems at the vineyards, he happened on some notes. These suggested someone had intentionally planted archospores amidst the vines at both estates. The witch had also found a key to the shelter where the saplings of the beastly plants had been stored. That place needs to be burnt down to the ground. However, with the eye on the fact that going all the way down there is for sure going to bring us in the direction of also the spotted white and all the situations going on here, I want to solve that situation. However, there's only one more issue that needs to be fixed for the Coronata vineyards, which I think I will do. We're here anyway for that. I'll try and do that. We'll collect our coin from the manure pile, and then instead of going all the way to here, because this is just more of the Manticore gear and more of the Camerlengo contracts, which I for sure want to do at some point, but I've got a feeling that Regis might be waiting a very long time at this point in time. So I want to travel south, do these two, maybe look at the notes board over here, get our final cards from this little area over here. I want to look for the Grandmaster Ursine gear and also the Grandmaster Griffin gear. Those two will for sure be important. And I'll also get to visit the notes board over there, get in all kinds of other trouble, but we're going to skip a few things at least for the Camerlengo situations as we travel south. I will then go to Frank Collard, meet with Count Belladol in order to take part in the picnic. We'll try and figure out what the hell is going on with these Archospore seedlings, and then we will loop finally towards the Spotted White's lair. At least that's my plan right now. Which means, universe, you know what to do. I'll wait for the very first distraction you'll inevitably throw my way.
With how spread out these vineyard troubles are, and with how far away our possible third party might be, getting to the root of this wine war may still take a little while longer. At least the main issues are now solved. Well, almost. Which at least means there is progress.